Trident's own Renaissance man, singer, songwriter, poet, author, fisherman, gardener, man of many hats. John Van Am wrote us a special song just for this occasion. So this is the first performance of this limited release single called Alaska Cedar, Georgia Pine.
Y'all give him a hand.
It's a big honor for me, and you know, I heard about the plan. I got invited down here, and I said I got to write a song. It's about a marriage. It's about a love story between a gal who came from Carrollton, goes up to Alaska, works in a fish plant up there, meets a fisherman, comes back down here. They stay here winters, and he fishes in the summer. And it's actually it's an old Alaska story, and you know, it may not be true for some of you yet, some of you young ladies here tonight, but Trident has plenty of opportunity in Alaska, and you may transfer up there sometime and meet a kid named Jimmy, okay? She left her home in Carrollton, Georgia, fresh out of school, looking fine. She carried the love of her home and her family, but she needed some space and a little time. She'd read of a place they called Alaska, where the mountains crown the ocean shore, where the hills are thick with Alaska cedar, and the salmon jump and the eagles soar. Way up north to Alaska, she might be gone for a long, long time, but she carried the love of her home and her family, and her hair smelled sweet like Georgia pine. So she packed her bags, put her jeans in her suitcase, boarded a plane for the very first time, got a kiss and a prayer from her mama and daddy. She waved goodbye to the Georgia pine. Found her a job in a place called Wrangell. Long hours in the fish plant, working night and day. But the hills grew thick with Alaska cedar, like the Georgia pine so far away. Way up north in Alaska, she might be gone for a long, long time, but she carried the prayers of her loving family, and her hair smelled sweet like Georgia pine. Then a boat pulled up, and a kid named Jimmy jumped down to the dock, and he caught her eye. His shoulders were broad from hauling them nets in, and his eyes were blue as the Georgia sky. Way up north in Alaska, she might be gone for a long, long time, but she carried the dream of her own little family, and her hair smelled sweet like Georgia pine. They took a walk on the beach that evening. The smell of the cedar filled the air, but cheek to cheek When they danced in the moonlight, he could smell the pines in her golden hair. Way up north in Alaska, she'd been gone for a long, long time, but she carried the dream of a loving little family, and her hair smelled sweet like Georgia pine. She took him home to Carrollton, Georgia. They stayed there winters, they did just fine, in a cabin they built for their loving little family of Alaska cedar and Georgia pine, of Alaska cedar and Georgia pine.
Mr. Van Am, everybody.
Thank you, Craig. That was a real honor for me.
We were honored.
Appreciate it very much. Okay. Thank you very much.